Hi! So recently I have sinned. Father, please forgive me. Recently I saw the Paper Towns movie. It was awful. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out now. It was awful. I thought it was awful. Let me just say that when I first read John Green's books, I was very entertained. I was 14, 15, 16, 17, and those are the ages when you need a book like that. The thing is, when you're 22 and you're rereading John Green's books or just trying to read a page, what I did on tour this past summer was I tried to read a couple pages of Paper Towns, and I don't know why I liked it. I'm not trying to make fun of his fans. That's not something I would do, because I know fans of all types of things are valid. There's nothing wrong with liking something, even if it's problematic. And you do you, you know? But my issue is more with the ideas that Paper Towns promotes and just the overall flopping, like, frumpy feeling of it. Like, especially after The Fault in Our Stars did so well. When they were making the Fault in Our Stars movie, I was like, oh good, they, I hope they don't bring up his older books and make those movies, because people will see very quickly that his writing is, well, subpar. So let me just start by saying that no, I don't regret the $4 I spent on it, because it was Bargain Tuesday, I think. If it wasn't, I paid $6. Anyway, I don't regret the money I spent because, and let me give you 3 seconds to have 3 guesses why. It's because of Cara Delevingne. That's why. That's why I don't regret the money I spent. She did a great job acting. Now, I understand that the point of the book was to kind of dispel this whole manic pixie dream girl ideal, but I didn't get that from the movie. Like, I didn't get that we're not supposed to feel that way about someone. What I got was that it's okay to think about someone a certain way, even if that's not them, as long as at a certain point you realize that there might be more to them. I do think that that's a good start, but I just feel like it fell short of so many additional points that could have easily been added in there. Now, there was a quote at the very end of the movie that really set me off, and that was really the icing on the cake of this whole experience of sitting there and watching a guy creepily pine after and follow a girl that he didn't even know, and was actually, like, exemplifying the creepiest parts of the book and putting them all on the movie. Like, you would think that in the movie they would try to make it seem like funnier and less creepy, but I think did the opposite. Like, I didn't really laugh at anything. He thinks she left him notes, and so he's gonna go find her. He thinks the notes are for him. I'm like, that's the point. That's the point. The point is that he thinks the notes are for him when they only hung out one time. What is he going on here? What is he going off of? And my friend Erica was just sitting there like, check please, check please. Sure, I give it credit for not being like every other teen movie, but you know what? I think I would rather watch those with a more substantial plot than just chasing a girl to New York, having her offer you a life away from Florida, and that's about all that happens. Because in the end, now let me read you the quote that really set me off. In the end, this is the conclusion that Q comes to. And for Margot, I heard someone say she was in the resurrection of a play on Broadway. I heard another person say she was giving surfing lessons off the coast of the Bahamas. But I stopped listening to those stories, because whatever Margot is doing, wherever she is now, I'm sure it's something special. But hey, that's her story to tell. It literally says, but that's her story to tell. So why aren't we listening to her story? Why are we sitting here listening to this dull, straight white boy talk about how this girl is so, like, multi-layered? What have you learned about her? Nothing. Nothing. He literally just said he shuts out the stories because whatever she's doing, that's her story. Well, then why did we just spend 2 hours watching your story, which is a bunch of creeping... I think the most entertaining part was watching them almost get killed by a cow. I can't believe they put that in the movie. I can't believe that's like dramatic action. When you need a cow in the middle of the road at night to almost kill your main characters, that's when you know that your plot is not that substantial, that's the conflict, is just a cow. What? What did these characters have that was complex about them? Because to me, I don't see anything that was complex about them. I don't see any layers. These people are not onions. They're just hot girls and creepy boys. There was nothing that we found out about Margot. There was nothing that was in her past, her family, nothing. Like, all she did was run away, and that's how complex she got. Why was she running away? What was the layers? You know, like, these people, the characters don't seem complex to me. They just seem like, just teenagers who are acting out because they want attention. Like when her parents were like, she's just doing it for attention. I'm like, yeah, she is. What is the other reason here? Give me another reason. Show me why this character is complex. I never got that. I don't understand. I still don't understand why Margot is so fascinating, besides the fact that she's Cara Delevingne. I still don't understand what she learned. If that's her story to tell, let her tell the story. I just...